Scam alert! That's right, guys. Somebody tried to scam the bald shredder. Can you believe it? So what happened was, a couple of days ago, I get a message on Instagram. Just some random message from somebody that I don't know, not an account that I follow or anybody I had ever seen before. And the message was super short, and all it said was, "Hi Richard, are you available to play guitar over a soundtrack?" Now I get all kinds of weird and crazy messages and requests on Instagram and other places, and most of the time I just ignore them. But for whatever reason, this one kind of intrigued me a little bit because it was asking me to play guitar on something, and the fact that she said soundtrack, I was like, this could be something cool. Soundtrack? What does that mean? Movie soundtrack? I didn't know. So I asked her for more information, and she replied a little while later, and right away in her reply, well, first of all, she tells me it's music for some kind of a commercial, and this is just her second message, right? Right away says, "Hey, and I can pay you $300 to do it." Okay. So now I'm interested. Now I'm thinking, if it's something really simple, not too much work, I wouldn't put very much time into it, probably, hopefully, then $300 would probably be worth the effort, depending on what it is. But once again, I ask her for more information. I say, it's a commercial for what? For who? Where's this commercial gonna be aired? I need more information. And then she comes back with some name of some company and says it's for this company, and it's gonna be like the bumper music of the commercial. Oh, and she also said, I can email you the music, the track, and you can check it out. And I was like, okay, cool. Email it to me so I can listen to it. I'm curious. I wanna hear what this piece of music that you want me to play guitar over. And then before I even received the email with the music, I shot her another message and I said, okay, so how do you plan to pay this $300? Like, how are you gonna pay me? PayPal or, some other method? Of course I wanna know, right? Then she replies back that it's gotta be a check because it's a check from the company, from accounting, and that she could send me an image of the check and that I could scan the check, however, and then deposit it into my bank. You know how if you have the banking app on your cell phone, you can take a picture of the check, something like that. But she also asked me, what bank do I use? Like the name of my bank. So at this point, guys, little tiny warning flags are starting to go off. Like ding, ding, ding. Like, okay, this is starting to sound a little weird. She's gonna scan a check and message it or email it to me, wants to know the name of my bank. So yeah, little warning signs were going off. My spider sense was starting to tingle. And then I replied back. I did not tell her the name of my bank. Of course, there was no way I was gonna tell her that, although maybe it would have been harmless, but anyway, I didn't. And I said, yeah, maybe I can scan a check. We'll see. I'm still waiting for that email with the music. And at this point, guys, I just need to say something before people start commenting and they're like, dude, you should have known better. You got what you deserve. You deserve to get scammed. Okay, guys, I didn't get scammed. Okay? She didn't get any money out of me. I did not get scammed. What I'm presenting here to you guys is the story of this person who is attempting to scam me, who was attempting. And I'm doing this as a public service announcement in case this is happening to other people. In fact, I'm 100% sure it's happening to other people. I just can't reach everybody out there in the world, because if she's on Instagram sending me this message, and I'll get to the scam part here in just a second, she's probably sending it out to hundreds of people, as many as that she can come across. Because when you're doing these scams, guys, it's a numbers game. Most of the people are gonna catch it. Most of the people know it's a scam, have common sense, and they say no. And then, you send out 1,000 of these and one person falls for it, and then you get the money from that one person. So listen carefully, guys. Do not let this happen to you. So I finally get the email with the music. It's like a minute and a half of elevator music with a very strange chord progression. It's only got 3 chords in it, but it sounded really weird. Each chord was in a different key or something. Anyway, so at this point, I've spent maybe 5 minutes on this whole ordeal with sending her a few messages to try and get more information to clarify, listening to the track for a couple of times, so that's about 3 minutes right there. So I haven't invested very much time in it at this point. All right, so then the next day, which was yesterday, she sends me another message on Instagram because she said she was gonna let me know as soon as she got that check for $300 so she could, send it over to me or send me the scan or whatever. So she sends me a message and it was something like this. Oh no, I can't believe what happened. The accounting department accidentally made the check out for $3,000 instead of $300. Now those of you that are familiar with this kind of scam, you probably already know what's coming. I already knew about this. This is not a new scam. It's been going on for a long time. And I kind of find it hard to believe that there's still people out there that don't know about this and they might fall for this. But anyway, if you haven't heard about it, guys, listen right here, okay? So her solution to this problem, I've got a check for $3,000. She doesn't show me a picture of it, by the way. Oh, and then she says, the accounting department can't issue another check because they already issued this one. They can't issue another one until a month later. And we need that track, we need that music by, I think she said, October 20th or 18th. Yeah, 18th. So only like less than 2 weeks. We need that, and I want to get this money to you, but I've got this check for $3,000, but we're only going to pay you $300. So, and here comes the scam. So she suggests to me that I deposit the $3,000 check into my account, and then I send her back the over amount, which was $2,700. So I would keep $300, I deposit the $3,000, and I send her back $2,700. So I'm keeping $300. I made $300, right? Sounds like a good deal, right? Wrong! Because what happens in these kind of situations, guys, it's a check, right? Checks take a little bit of time to clear. They're not gonna clear like instantaneously when I scan it and put it into my banking app. It's gonna take a few days, a week, 2 weeks. I don't know how long it takes checks to clear, but it won't be immediate. In the meantime, while I'm waiting for that check to clear and just, of course, assuming that it's gonna clear and I'm gonna get that $3,000, I'm sending the $2,700 to her right away. She's gonna want that money back right away. Well, you got our $3,000, send us the $2,700. So she gets my $2,700. Then a few days later, week later, whatever, I get a message from the bank saying, that check bounced. There's no money in that account. Or that's a fake check or whatever. The point being that I would never see that $3,000. So what's the overall result here, guys? She got $2,700 of my money and I got nothing. I mean, that didn't happen, but that's what the scam is. That's what she was trying to achieve. Luckily, I wasn't born yesterday. Maybe the day before yesterday. You gotta get up pretty early in the morning to fool the bald shredder. At least 6 a.m. So at the point of, reading that message about, the $3,000 and you deposited, and I knew immediately, okay, this is a scam. Not gonna waste any more time on this. And I just sent her a short little message and said, all right, this is obviously a scam, so we're done. No thanks. And guess what? Guess what she did, guys? Well, nothing, of course, right? The jig is up. You've been had. I found you out. So she didn't even bother replying because what's she gonna say? Oh, no, it's not a scam. No, right? And then she's just on to the next guy and the next guy and the next group of people that she's messaging on Instagram, Facebook, wherever, probably any kind of social media. And by the way, on her profile, it's a female picture and it's a female name, but it very well could be a guy because obviously the picture is fake, the name is fake. All right, guys, so my message to you is that when you're dealing with these kind of things and you get these messages, use common sense. Trust your intuition. I knew immediately from the second message that it sounded fishy. I tried pulling for more information. Ask questions. Ask like I did. Well, what is this? What company? What's this commercial for? Keep requesting stuff, or just ignore it completely. If your spidey sense is going off that this doesn't seem legit, this sounds like some kind of a scam, then trust your instincts and just forget it. Just delete it, block it, forget about it. You're gonna get these kind of messages. I've got them before, I'll get them again, and you just gotta have some intelligence and some common sense. Okay, guys, so I'm wondering, you guys out there watching, leave me a comment. What kind of things like this have you come across? I mean, if you're on any kind of social media, even in your email, I mean, these scams have been going on for years and years and years. Phone call scams, right? IRS is coming to arrest you if you don't send us money. I mean, that kind of crap just goes on and has been for years and will continue. But have you ever had anything like similar to what I'm talking about here? And especially you guitar players out there, probably most of you guys watching are guitar players. Has this kind of thing come up with you where somebody asked you, to record something, to play something, and we're gonna pay you, but then, like what I described? Let me know your stories in the comments. All right, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.